Hello everyone, what is up? Welcome back to another episode by the Pokemonster. So for today we're gonna take a look at base set 16 Zapdos holographic for our next Cards Under the Loop episode. So I was excited for this one. I got a couple of cards in the mail again that were not near mint, that were excellent while I ordered near mint cards. So I got sparked just yet again, guys, to make such an episode. I hope everybody will like this series now and far into the future as well. I put my card market filter on near mint. I checked a lot of English cards, but there are not enough to make a whole episode and an entire episode. So I also included Dutch copies. Normally I like to do 10 pictures of near mint cards that in my opinion are not near mint, or they might be near mint, raw copies. And today we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we can add a couple of 9s and 10s in the end. I have to see about that. So, without further ado, let's dive straight into it. As you can see, you get the seller, product information, and the item description, and then the price. The Zapdos base set 16 starts off at 30 bucks for a near mint copy. Well, is it near mint? That's your own opinion. Well, I don't think it are opinions, but to each their own. And you can see the price rises fast from 30 bucks up to all the way up to 999 euro for a PSA 10. There is also an 800 bucks PSA 10, etc, etc. And let's have a look at them. The first one that we got here is not even a base set Zapdos. This guy listed it in the wrong category. This is a base set 2 Zapdos. And it's listed as near mint. Well, in my opinion, this is really not near mint. It has edge wear on every corner and edge. You can't see the front of the card, so you can't determine if there are hollow scratches. You can't zoom in on the picture either. Edge wear here on the lower border of the card. And above all, you see the card is very dirty. This is not near mint at all. So for me, a near mint is like a very high 7 to a 8. And even the 9s that were unfortunate 8s are still near mint cards to me. I don't want any glorified 6s that just had luck to get a 7. So to get that out of the way, a near mint for me is an 8. If I buy near mint, I expect an 8. And no 7s. And it might theoretically be still a near mint. I don't buy the 7s. Unless it's for a really good price and the card seems really nice. Then I buy the 7s, but usually I think a 7 is excellent. And if you buy a near mint card, you may expect an 8. So let's start with the next card here. I think we went from 30 bucks suddenly all the way to 60 bucks. The variation of the price is huge in this one, and there are not many copies offered. On this card you see the picture is taken with the flash in the center of the card. It's not that bad. You can see everything clearly, so you can also see the silvering on the left side of the card. It might still be near mint. Some people take the silvering for granted. I don't. I think the silvering is damage. It might decrease the value and condition immediately. Besides this, you also see some kind of, maybe it's an indent or it's dirt here just above my cursor in the middle of the card. It seems like it's pressed into the card and not add onto the card. Furthermore, the bottom border, well, if you're being picky, you can argue it is damaged a little. And here we see whitening on the back side of the card, on the corner and on the border, so the edges, on the lower edge as well. It might get a 7. You can't really see the hollow foil that well. This might be a scratch. I'm not buying these cards, so for me it doesn't really matter. Here you see a scratch as well. I almost overlooked it, and probably some dirt here too. I don't know, but the pictures are clear, so. Next card. Here we have a Zapdos base set that is pictured and photographed in a sleeve, a perfect fit sleeve. So it's hard to determine the condition due to the glare of the sleeve while people take the pictures. It is nice to keep it protected, but you have to take it out of the sleeve eventually to make the clear pictures. I'm not gonna buy it from these pictures. A few things that I spotted on this card. On the left lower corner you see already a slight edge wear. This card already goes up to $100 instead of the 60 and the 30 that we had previously. It's definitely the one that is the cleanest out of the three. You see some more edge wear here. Well, it's edge wear, right? Not corner wear. This is corner wear and this is edge wear, and both are categorized as whitening. So we can only zoom in this far, so it doesn't help too much. You cannot really see the hollow foil. I prefer having more pictures of the hollow foil before I buy such cards. And I heard someone say as well, if you see raw listings of raw near mint vintage cards, you can always take one grade down and that will be the average. But I don't think that's fair. You cannot list an excellent card as near mint and just argue like, oh, it's a vintage card, so it's okay. No, the old cards should be graded the same as the new cards. The same system has to be used, and it's not because it's old it's tougher to grade. It might be so, but still be fair, right? Even though it is tougher to grade because the card quality is well lower basically, but that just means the card will be excellent. It doesn't mean the card is a near mint with the same flaws as a newer modern card in excellent. No. Next up we have this very cool Dutch base set Zapdos. I couldn't find a lot of things on this card. Unfortunately the back is not photographed. Let's take a closer look here. So it's a pretty clean picture, guys. Pretty detailed. Not that focused, but still pretty clean and detailed. You can see the printing pattern here in the wing of the Zapdos in the shadow. First thing that I see now while I'm zoomed in is this bit of dirt. The hollow foil looks really clean. Here a small surface scratch. The border looks fine too. We only see yet again only the front of the card, so that's a minus, but it looks very clean. We'll go take a quick look at the lower border. It is fine, it's pretty well cut, the edges and the corners as well. Here we have a scratch, and we have a scratch here in the hollow foil. Well, this might still get an 8. We see another scratch up here now. Yeah, this still might get an 8, guys, but we have to find the pictures and ask for the pictures of the backside before we buy it. This card already as well like 100, maybe even more euros. So here we have some really clear pictures. This guy knows what he is doing. Let's take a look at the card. It looks like a clean card as well. Although we cannot see a lot on the hollow foil's surface, we literally need more pictures of different angles to determine if there are scratches on it. This looks like a really clean card, guys. If I was the guy, I would grade it. I don't know what this is. It's not in the screen, but it is in the card. Up here on the right side, the right upper corner of your screen and the lower right corner of the card. I don't know what it is, but it is an yeah, there is a height difference here. You see the shadow of a crease potentially falling onto the picture because the difference in height. And here we have another card picture. Can't really see anything from that one, but it is at least another angle, which is nice that they added to this listing. Not too bad. This is, I think, genuinely a really nice card. Might even be going towards the mint. It's a good, if this is not damaged, then it will definitely classify as an 8, maybe even a 9. Take your chances, guys, if you want to grade this. I can't really tell the price. And for our last card today already, I said we only have 6, unfortunately. I took this first edition Zapdos Dutch. So we take a look at the card. The picture is not really well focused. I don't know how long this listing is up here. And we see here, maybe you have to zoom in even on your own screen to see it. But we have here a scratch. In my opinion, this is a potential scratch. The corners and the edges look really clean of this card. We go down to the second picture. The back of the card looks generally really clean, although we find a surface scratch here. Now we see some whitening over here. And you can't see everything on the card, unfortunately. So let's move to the next picture. Here we see some dust, perhaps. It is dust. And on the back side here, that you couldn't see on the other picture, whitening. In my opinion, a decent amount of whitening. Could still be packed fresh, but still, that's not qualified as near mint in my opinion. I love to hear your opinions as well, guys. Let me know in the comments. And this is where we get what really ruins the card condition. Decent amount of surface scratches here, guys. That's really a shame. I really appreciate the honesty. It is listed as near mint. This card is not near mint, guys. Surface damage, and especially on the hollow foil, but also on the card, it is terrible for the condition. It's one of the heaviest punished grade categories, basically. It will drop from a 9 instantly to a 6 with this amount of surface scratches. And a 6 is definitely not near mint. It's almost in the good category for me. And good is really like a 5 and a 4 in my opinion. So yeah, those are the 6 cards from the base set 16 Zapdos. I want to do an episode like this for every card so far, every base set hollow, and maybe we move into jungle for the next season. And I think especially on the vintage cards, but also black and white era, X and Y era, those cards still show these amount of hollows as well, scratches and such. But on the really modern cards, like full art, expensive full arts, textured cards especially, you don't see these scratches that often. And that's not only because people are more careful with the cards, but also the print quality is a lot better. So yeah, that's it for me. Pokemonster out. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you like this kind of content. And I'll see you all on the next one. Bye.